Hello there. The European Union has just lost its trade commissioner at a critical point in the Brexit talks, and it's the Irish commissioner to boot. Firstly, please subscribe and like this video to give my channel a boost, and I'm always uploading new content, so please do check back daily. And a big thanks to my Patreon and PayPal supporters. The Irish Commissioner to the EU, Phil Hogan, has been forced to resign over allegations that he broke or stretched his country's coronavirus regulations in something now dubbed as Golfgate. So how will this affect the EU's Brexit negotiating strategy, and what of Ireland wanting to secure a deal that's good for them? The BBC says, Mr Hogan attended a golf dinner with more than 80 people in County Galway on the 19th of August. He was also criticised for not complying with quarantine rules when he arrived in Ireland from Brussels. Mr Hogan said he did not break any law, but he should have been more rigorous in adherence to the COVID guidelines. It's reported that the Irish government wanted Hogan to either quit or be fired for flouting the rules, as his behaviour risked bringing their lockdown rules into disrepute. And Hogan said in a resignation statement that it was becoming increasingly clear that the controversy concerning my recent visit to Ireland was becoming a distraction from my work as an EU Commissioner and would undermine my work in the key months ahead. And he also added, I reiterate my heartfelt apology to the Irish people for the mistakes I made during my visit. Hogan also told RTE that the EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen did not force him out. I resigned myself. I know how to take responsibility, he said. After thanking Hogan for his work in the EU Commission and saying that the College of Commissioners should be particularly vigilant about compliance with applicable national or regional rules or recommendations where COVID was concerned, von der Leyen said in a statement that, in accordance with Article 246 of the treaty, it is up now to the Irish government to present suitable candidates for a commissioner of Irish nationality. As in the past, I will invite the Irish government to propose a woman and a man. Executive Vice President Valdis Dombrovskis will assume ad interim responsibilities for trade matters. At a later stage, I will decide on the final allocation of portfolios in the College of Commissioners. Now, Valdis Dombrovskis is a former Prime Minister of Latvia, who is now serving as Executive Vice President of the European Commission for an economy that works for the people. And von der Leyen might then decide to hand the job to another EU Commissioner. As Phil Hogan had been expected to play a central part in negotiating with the UK, it is suggested that Ireland will be in a bit of a panic. Hogan's exit from the field is a salutary example of how one event can change the entire political spectrum. And a former Irish ambassador, Ray Bassett, whose new book Ireland and the EU Post-Brexit is receiving good reviews, told The Express that this resignation was terrible news for both Dublin and London. Despite the bluster, Hogan was an ally of a reasonable Brexit deal. If the French get their hands on the trade job, it is doubtful their nominee would want to be as helpful to London, he said. And he also said that there is no guarantee that Hogan's replacement as Irish Commissioner will be given this important portfolio. That would be a self-inflicted injury. And it's being touted as an event that will help put paid to any UK-EU post-Brexit implementation period trade deal. And it comes just as Angela Merkel, the Chancellor of Germany, the country that currently holds the 6 months rolling EU presidency, decides that there will be no place for discussing Brexit at the next EU Council. And the reason given is that there has been little or no progress in the talks. And one EU diplomat told The Guardian, "People underestimate how bleak the mood is in the EU negotiation team. We have had the whole summer completely wasted. A cabinet that doesn't understand how the negotiations work. A prime minister who, I think, doesn't understand how the negotiations work, because he is under the wrong impression that he can pull off negotiating at the 11th hour. And the EU seems to be under the mistaken impression that the UK will cave into a subservient deal. Anyway, anyone who watches my channel regularly will know that all EU commissioners have sworn an oath that contains the words that they solemnly undertake to respect the treaties and the Charter of Fundamental Rights of the European Union, as well as to be completely independent in carrying out my responsibilities in the general interest of the Union. In the performance of my tasks, neither to seek nor to take instructions from any government or from any other institution, body, office or entity." So sticking to that oath, all EU commissioners, including Phil Hogan, should be taking no account of their own nation's needs, should they? But there appears to be a general feeling out there that this will be a big loss to the Irish where the Brexit talks are concerned. What in reality now seems to be happening is everyone's grabbed a corner of the rug and they're going to yank it out from under some poor sucker of a scapegoat's feet. They're lining someone up for a fall. And no one can blame Hogan now because he's already gone after resigning because of an unrelated issue. But someone will have to be blamed. Anyway, we seem to have one of 4 alternative scenarios that might now unfold. 1. The UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson throws himself under a bus by making a monumentally humiliating climb down and signs the UK and its fishing grounds over to Brussels and ECJ control. 2. The Eurocrats totally cave in and give the UK access to the single market so that they can keep selling their stuff to us. 3. Both sides declare no deal and go into a massive trade war. 4. Both sides say that although there can be no deal at the present, temporary holding measures will be put in place to ease the flow of people and goods, while both sides investigate a new approach to a trade deal in the new year. Now, the first of those would destroy the Tory party, with a Twitter-fest trend complete with pictures of hashtag I cut my Conservative Party membership card in 2. Got to admit though, many people appear to be doing that anyway. The second scenario would destroy the European Union, as member states queued up to leave and get their own no-punishment Brexit deal. The third would give much short-lived satisfaction to Remain purists and those that want punishment for the UK, but that would soon dissipate once EU jobs went as a result. So to me, some sort of holding arrangement would be favourite along the lines of scenario 4. But whatever happens now, the knives of the opposition and media, as well as some Tories no doubt, will be out for Boris and his Brexiteers. There will be a shower of dire warnings of all sorts of shortages from a Remain-biased press machine hoping their column inches will spark panic buying to fill yet more column inches. I wouldn't put it past them to have them already in the pipeline. And the new leader, as of today, of the Lib Dems, Sir Ed Davey, will be somewhere at the head of the queue wringing his hands, or whatever it is that Lib Dems do. In his victory speech he said, "The truth is, voters don't believe the Liberal Democrats want to help ordinary people get on in life. It is time for us to start listening, and as leader, I have got that message. I am listening now. Wonder if that means his party won't be pursuing a rejoin the EU campaign. But on August the 2nd, Ed Davey was asked the following question as part of the Lib Dem leadership contest. Should the UK rejoin the EU? To which Sir Ed replied, I'll always believe our best place is in the EU, but our job now is to convince the country of that. If the opportunity ever arises for us to rejoin and we can take the public with us, I'll be at the forefront of that fight. So still not listening then. And it's a warning to every person in the UK who believes that the UK should be sovereign and independent, that the battle to retain or regain your freedom never, ever ends. Anyway, enough wasting my time with non-entities. We're now fast approaching that junction with one of the 4 potential paths to follow. And the question is, which do you want it to be and which do you think it'll be? Anyway, if you want to hear more from me, please don't forget to subscribe and also press that little bell, or you won't get any notifications. And if you want to see more of me, buy a mug with my mug on it by following the link in the descriptions box below and support me on Patreon or PayPal. So what do you think about all of this? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching.